So I just finished my first introductory Japanese class of the semester, so here's a crash course in what we went over. We are beginning by talking about the Japanese particle wa. Now, Japanese uses particles to mark the role of words in a specific sentence, nouns or noun phrases specifically. So the use of wa is to mark what is called the topic of a sentence. Now, this is something you might not have heard of before if you are familiar more with English linguistics, as we use terms like subject, object, verb, or subject, verb, object, as English is what is called a subject, verb, object type of language, as you say things like I eat cheese, while under this schema, Japanese is a subject, object, verb, as in they say I cheese eat. Now, this is not wrong per se, but it's actually more productive in many ways to think of Japanese as a topic comment structure. And wa is going to tell us what the topic is. Now, in a lot of sentences, the topic and the subject are pretty equivalent, and you're not going to see a lot of difference between them. Watashi wa gakusei desu, which is I am a student, or literally I, topic, student, am, is a basic example. But it's actually more productive to think of wa as marking when it comes to or as for. For instance, in a sentence like watashi wa unagi desu, that could mean I am an eel, or again, as for me, eel is. But if, say, a waiter is delivering food and asks who has the eel, you could respond with that because it's as for me, it is eel, right? Eel is the answer. This becomes even more important when we enter and begin using verbs other than de. For instance, watashi wa ikimasu is fine as I go. As for me, will go. But in a sentence like kyou wa ikimasu, it is not today goes, but as for today, it will go. And it in this context is probably me, the speaker, but it could be anyone. So if you're intro Japanese and you're just starting out, translating wa as when it comes to or as for instead of just putting it in the front of a sentence is going to save you a lot of trouble as you get into more advanced forms.